D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So I'm coming at you today with a story I was going to do for my Sunday video, but it wasn't big enough, but it kind of annoyed me. So I was like, oh, we're covering this article real quick. It's from Collider. And it has to do with my favorite show, Willow, which I'm working on my season 1 review right now. That might take me a little bit while because I bit off more than I can chew. Same for this show. They bit off more than they can chew. But I want to talk because I tell you right now, they just annoy me with this show. They just keep talking, and that's not good. So it says Willow. It says Jon Kasdan on the finale, Graydon, and the power of love in storytelling. Like, get out of here. He also talked about creating a whole new languages for the world of Tirazline. And I'm all like, there he is. Look at that. His stupid little face. Okay, so it says, we're just going to read over this and everything. As you may know, if you watched my my breakdowns of that show, I did not care for Willow, and you'll see that in my season 1 review. The show is not good. It has not made any charts in terms of viewership. I can't remember what episode it's on the Nielsen ratings, but they haven't gotten to January yet. But the show is bad. It's bad, and I don't know anybody that watches that show, and it's just terrible. It's terrible. I'll explain all in my season 1 review. I know I keep talking about it. Watch, I won't end up doing it. I'm going to. Anyways, all right, let's get to this article and read it because Jon Kasdan, this guy right here, they are so like ridiculous. I cannot handle them sometimes. Like, I'm just like, you guys are you've got your head so far up your own ace that you guys do not understand that you wrote a bad show. Like, your writing was bad, and you can't admit to that. I don't understand, and I don't understand why us as an audience, why we have to like this stuff. Like, it's like, if you don't like it, you're a bigot, and you don't like diversity and inclusion. It's like, that's not true. You're a misogynist. That's misogyny. You don't like strong, powerful women characters, and it's like, that's not true. I do like strong, powerful women characters. It's just, you didn't write one. You didn't write a strong, powerful woman character. So yeah, okay. So it says, while fantasy television had audiences in a chokehold for most of 2022, spawning spinoffs of many a popular franchise, there was nothing in the vast landscape of TV quite like Willow. Ain't that the truth, sister? The sequel to the 1988 film of the same name, starring Warwick Davis, filled with many a wisecrack and contemporary needle drop. Alongside its epic fantasy locations and storytelling, Willow drummed up a dedicated and loyal fan base as it told the story of a great Nelwyn sorcerer who reunites with the now grown Alora Dannon to save the world and the future Empress from the forces of darkness. Created by Jon Kasdan, the series recently aired its season finale, in which its heroes managed to subdue the evil encroaching on Alora and save the life of the Queen Sorcia's son, Eric, whatever, though not without some loss, as no adventure is without it. Fans are hoping that the series will receive a second season. No, we are not. Its fans might, which travel in a large group of one. I only know one person. Well, I take that back. I know 2 people. One of them is in like my actual real life, and the other one is, I would consider them a friend online. So we have a parasocial relationship. But I have to say, like, I don't know. And first off, I don't know many people that watch the show. And the ones that I do, most people, like, they watch the first episode and then they bail. And then the one person that I know in my real life that did like it, he had read the books, and I was like, I didn't even know there were some books, and he said, he's like, and his defense was, well, it is what it is. And I'm like, that's not a defense. That's not a defense for this crappy show. I do not want it to get a second season. I don't have time for this nonsense. Anyways, okay, receive a second season based on some hints drop at the end of the episode, including a few loose ends featuring everyone's favorite Dark Prince, Graydon Haster. I don't know how to say that last name. And many are already speculating where the story could go next, should we receive more. It should go straight to the trash can because it's garbage. Collider was excited to sit down with Kasdan to discuss the finale and what fans have made of the show during its wintertime run. Sorry, I just need to keep drinking coffee to keep my, keep me pumped for this nonsense. Okay. During this interview, he also discussed Tony Rivoli's Graydon, the character's future, and his relationship with Elora Danan, as well as creating a whole new languages for the show. And the idea that love is the most powerful thing in the universe. Oh, look at that originality. All episodes of Willow are streaming now on Disney Plus. Check out the full interview below. It says Collider, I have so much that I want to talk to you about, but I decided that the first thing that I wanted to talk to you about was Graydon, because one, I think I speak for a lot of people when I say, how dare you do that to him in the finale. Jon Kasdan, I know it's been crazy to see how much, and it's great because it's such a personal character to me. He's so much me in that character. It's a narcissistic thing to say, but it's not a lot of approval. Which is crazy because Graydon's like a simp in that show, and it doesn't surprise me that Jon Kasdan based him off him. And he's like, so like Graydon that does not have any confidence whatsoever. So I mean, Jon Kasdan, I'm not surprised whatsoever. But it's a lot of approval I've been seeking my whole life. I see that 100%, to see so much love for Graydon, but it's also equally Tony. And just the pathos and humanity. Oh my gosh, pathos and humanity he lends to that character. And the answer I would say to those people who were horrified by that is that there is a very clear, long journey for that particular soul, and it's not nearly over. So I'm excited about where we can go with Graydon and how we can navigate what's a much bigger conflict to come. Yeah, but there's nothing to come except for cancellation. Yeah, because you've obviously teased that this is not the end of this story, which I think is incredibly exciting. Yeah, well, that's certainly our intention and our hope, and we'd love to do more. And I think that the actors are united in that, and the producers are united, and we're looking for that opportunity, You're not going to get it, I hope. I hope we get to see it because truly it has been such a bright spot in the show for me for so many people. That's so great. I'm so glad you feel that way. And it's really been gratifying seeing the reactions and seeing the social, and for the kids too, who are very aware of how people are relating to their characters week to week. It's just been great. Wait, what? No kids have been relating to this nonsense. All right, let's keep watching the fandom response has been, I think, one of my favorite parts of watching it, especially because I saw so much of it in advance. Yeah, it's really joyful. But I noticed, did you notice people have translated the narcotic? I don't know how to say that. Anyways, that's in the show. They figured out how to do that. Yes, and it's something that the production designer Kristen Milstead and I spent a lot of time figuring this out. And it's funny, no, they didn't. I bet you $5 they didn't. They went and got a coloring book and just copy and paste it. I bet you they spent time, my ass. And it's funny because he's gone on to Christian. I said Christian. And he's gone on to Lord of the Rings of Power. That explains everything right there. I didn't know that. Christian Milstead. Oh, forget you. I'm trying not to swear, you guys, on these YouTube things because YouTube is like cracking out. All right, to season 2, which I'm sure offered him a private yacht or something. Because they need to launder that money. And I told him, don't take that yacht. And he did. And they have a language that's already all built. With Willow, we did a lot of the design of it ourselves, and it was kind of like a combination of people. One of the art directors, this person, Luis Silva, worked on a lot of the books and creating the Pala language and trying to differentiate it from the ancient Onwin, which is our core language that we think of as the language used in the movie. And then this more guttural sounding whatever language that's very rooted in Lovecraft stuff. Lovecraft stuff? Oh my God, these people don't know Lovecraft. Get out of here. And sort of trying to differentiate them with different symbols. And then, in fact, we even in our way distinguished a third language, which was Ganari, which was our spoken language. What Pablo Hidalgo, who is a douche, always explains to me is like in Star Wars and all these things, they're speaking their own language, but we're hearing the English translation because we're getting that gift from George or whatever. So the language that they speak, we call Ganari, and that was the third language of these things. So it was a complicated thing, and I don't want to listen. I don't want to do this anymore. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, so it says, "Oh, I mean, all of the little things that you noticed in this show are amazing because I also noticed that you've continued to the grand tradition of naming Willow monsters after film critics, and as a film critic myself." What do I have to do to get a Lucasfilm monster named after me? You've done it, certainly. Your devotion has been clear. I mean, what's funny is there was something so odd about the way George did it. I don't even care about the Ebert and the Siskel. Hold on. I don't even care what he says there. Sorry, guys. I know I said I'd read this to you, but I'm just not interested in the monsters thing. I wanted to round back around to Graydon just for a second, because I think another thing that I've noticed a lot of people responding to is very specifically his relationship with Allura. I'm interested, was he always going to be this counterpoint to her, either romantically or with the whole thing, the worm and the harbinger? Well, I was going to say that in a way, he's a counterpoint to Eric. And we love this idea that in this sort of adolescent romantic life of this character, she starts out focused on this very youthful crush on this ideal prince who felt, again, as I think is the demand of this stuff, contemporary to a guy you might like now. And then on the other side, she meets this guy who seems like the last person she would be attracted to, and he possesses all of these qualities that over the course of the season she finds she really is drawn to. And it was important for us that he tipped the scales as their journey went along, and Tony is the one to credit with that. Is he, though? All right, we're almost done. We're almost done, you guys. The thing that really stuck with me was also sort of relating that, but also to Kit and Allura and everyone involved in this, is that idea that love is the strongest thing in the universe. I love seeing that as a through line, because that's not something you get explicitly in those words a lot. No, I mean, that's what's nice. I had a real moment personally, and this is just total honesty. When anybody ever says that, I hate when people say that. To be honest with you, I hate when people say that because I just feel like they're not going to be honest with me. Like that, I don't know how you feel about it, but as soon as somebody says, honestly, I just don't, I'm like, you're not being honest. Okay. Where I go to the last Harry Potter book, oh my, how dare you? How dare you? I was like, how is she going to make this satisfying? And what I appreciated, and I thought that Stephen King does it well in it too, is that they sort of come to a conclusion that's very much about the theme ends up being the power of friendship and devotion and love and friendship and the ways in which those are one and the same. And I think that when you're writing 8 hours of a big epic fantasy like this, you need to know you're headed toward a real summation of belief that there is something worth fighting for, and that thing is your friends and the people you love. Oh my gosh. Willow is available streaming exclusively on Disney Plus. All right, that is it there. I think this is the interview for that, but who cares? Am I done? Yeah, these are all other nonsense. Okay, so in conclusion, you guys, Willow was crap. Kasdan is horrible writer. He's a horrible writer. The show is nonsense. You can tell by this interview. This person was just, tickling his taint and everything. But I get it. Everybody wants access and stuff. But the show is terrible. The writing is terrible. The writing is the worst part. That's the thing. The writing is the worst part. So I don't understand any of this, what he was talking about, except for he was just, blowing smoke and everything. Tell me, what did you guys think about this interview and this article and everything? Did you like Willow? What was your favorite part? Don't tell me. I don't want to know. I don't care. Willow sucks. All right, you guys, that's all I got for you right now in this video. Tell me what you guys think. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you guys on my next video. You guys have a good day. Bye.